me, Allie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope they're all having a beautiful start to your day. I'm here today with 5 cheap and easy DIY St. Patrick's Day treats. These are all inspired by Pinterest and they are all so much fun to make. I really hope you enjoy all of them. I had a great time making them. They're super inexpensive, super fun to make, and best of all, they taste delicious. So if you like these kinds of videos, please let me know in the comments below so I know if I should film more. And without further ado, we're gonna move right into this video. For this first treat, we're making leprechaun hats, and you're going to start with an Oreo, and you want to use the side of the cookie that has no cream on it. Put the other cookie to the side and eat it later. Take a marshmallow, dip it in some melted white chocolate, and then place it right on top of the Oreo cookie. Next, you're going to place these into the refrigerator for at least 10 minutes so that they can firm up. Once the cookies have firmed up in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes, you're going to melt some milk chocolate or dark chocolate and take your cookies, place them right in the chocolate, and then smother them with the melted chocolate. Then you can take a fork, pick them up, and basically just tap it down to release any excess chocolate. Put it right onto a piece of wax paper. Do this with all of your cookies and then place it back in the refrigerator for another 10 minutes for the chocolate to harden. Final step in making these leprechaun hats is to take some green squeezy icing, place it all the way around the perimeter of the circle, and then add a tiny little flower. I just did 2 little lines going up to look like a flower on the leprechaun's hat. And that's all it takes to make these leprechaun hats. They are so easy to make, so cheap, and so delicious. They actually are kind of like a fun twist on the s'mores cookie. I really hope you enjoy them as much as I do. For this next treat, we're going to be making over the rainbow waffles. This is a really awesome treat to make for kids on St. Patrick's Day because it's very colorful and very fun, and they will have a lot of fun making it. Essentially, you're just going to take a waffle mix. I'm using the Aunt Jemima one. Mix it all together and then separate it into either 5 or 6 cups depending on how many colors of the rainbow you want to use. Once you've distributed all of your batter into the cups, you're going to take some food coloring of your choice, whatever colors you want to use in the rainbow, place a couple of drops into each cup, and then mix it all up. And now here comes the fun part. On an already greased waffle pan, you're going to choose all of the colors and you're just going to arrange them out however you would like to see them. I did purple in the middle, blue, green, yellow, and then an orange color. But I will say to work very fast because this is burning hot and it's going to start cooking as soon as you place the batter into it. Once it is done, you're going to have a beautiful looking tie-dye waffle. But if you cut that waffle right in half, you're going to have 2 little rainbows. Place each half on a separate dish and then take some whipped cream to act as the clouds, place it in, and there you go. You have your own little over the rainbow waffle. Now on to my favorite treat of this video, the O Gold Cupcakes. You're going to need some pre-made cupcakes, as well as some vanilla frosting. Take about 2 to 3 scoops of vanilla frosting and place it into a microwave-safe bowl. Then microwave the frosting on high for about 15 to 20 seconds until the frosting has a nice little silky sheen to it. Then you're going to take each individual cupcake, dip it into the melted frosting, place it onto a plate. Once all of your cupcakes are frosted, place all of them back into the fridge for about 5 minutes so that the frosting can harden up. Next, take little spoonfuls of frosting, place it on top of the cupcakes. These are going to act as the clouds. Don't worry about making these too perfect. Again, they're just supposed to be clouds and no clouds are the same. So just take a couple little droplets, 2 on each, and place them on top of your cupcakes. To make the rainbows, use some Airhead Extremes. I bought these at CVS, and then cut them into thirds. Take one of the airhead pieces, fold it into a half circle, and then place it into the clouds. To finish this cupcake off, I made some little mini pots of gold by taking a Reese's Mini, putting some frosting on it, and then placing 3 yellow M&Ms, and then I just placed it on top of the cupcake. And this is what the final cupcake looks like. I am obsessed with it. I think it looks so cute. Again, this is a great thing to do with kids. And now you have your little pot of gold over the rainbow cupcakes that are super easy to make, cheap, and delicious. To make these lucky chocolate-dipped 4-leaf clover pretzels, you're going to need to take some mini pretzels as well as some pretzel sticks and just put them in a shape of a 4-leaf clover. I did this by putting 2 of the mini pretzels on top, 2 on the bottom, and then taking a stick and putting it right into the center. Once you have it exactly how you like it, you're going to take some melted white chocolate and put it into all of the crevices where the pretzels touch. Don't worry about making this look perfect. This is just going to get dipped into chocolate later and you won't even see the white chocolate. After the white chocolate is hardened onto the pretzels, you're going to take some melted green chocolate and place your pretzels right in the center of it and just push it down so it's covered in the chocolate. Don't worry about if your stem falls off like mine did, because the chocolate is just going to harden eventually and you can just place the stick right back onto it, and again it will just harden together. Place these right into a wax piece of paper, and as you can notice here, I'm just going to take the pretzel stick, place it right in the middle again, and then it hardened all together when it was in the refrigerator. Do this with the remaining pretzels, and then again, put it back in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes for the chocolate to harden. And there you have it, some super adorable and super cheap 4-leaf clover chocolate dip pretzels. I cannot stress how cheap these were to make. These are actually essentially free for me because I already had everything in my pantry, as I'm sure most of you do as well. I think I'm going to make another batch of these and bring them into my work, as I encourage all of you to do as well. These are the perfect little treats to just grab and go, and I feel like everybody at your job would just love them. They are so cute and they really put you in the St. Patrick's Day spirit. And for the last treat, we're going to make Lucky Charm donut cookies. You're going to start off by taking 3/8 of a cup of milk, as well as 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Mix it all together and then place it to the side so it can thicken up. Then you're going to take 2 tablespoons of all vegetable shortening, place it into a mixer, and then take a 1/2 cup of white sugar, place it in, and then cream it all together. Next, you're going to take a whole egg. You're going to take 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, as well as a tablespoon of baking powder, and place that all into the mixture. Then you're going to have to take 2 cups of flour as well as your milk and vinegar mixture and alternate them. So I did 1 cup of flour, half of the milk and vinegar mixture, the other cup of flour, and the rest of the milk and vinegar mixture. You should be left with a sticky dough-like consistency. Because it is so sticky, it will stick to the surface, so make sure you take some wax paper and some flour, place it down, and then place your batter on top. Spread it out so it's about 2 to 3/8 of an inch thick, and then take some more flour, place it on top, and rub it on in. To make the donuts, you can use a donut cutter, but I don't have one of those, so I just use a wine glass, and then I was going to use a shot glass, but I didn't like how large the holes were coming out, so instead I used the cap of just the white vinegar, and I put it right into the center, and it made the perfect hole for a donut. Make as many donut cookies as you can. As you can tell, I did some heart-shaped cutouts as well, just to add a little something extra. Once you are done cutting out all of your donuts, you're going to get some vegetable oil and you're going to place it into a pan and put it on high until the oil gets really hot. Be very careful with this, it is extremely hot. While it is heating up, I am making my frosting or my icing mixture, which is just powdered sugar and milk. You kind of just add as much as you like. I just eyeball it all. If you want it thicker, add more sugar. If you want it thinner, add more milk. Once you are done making your icing mixture, your oil should be just hot enough. Again, be very careful with this because the oil could splatter, and place your donut cookies right in the center and flip them after just about 30 seconds to a minute. Once they are golden brown, they are ready to come out. You're going to place these onto some paper towels so it can soak up the oil, and there you go. There are your donut cookies. To finish up these donut cookies, you're going to take each individual cookie, dip it in the icing, and then place it straight into the Lucky Charms. If not a lot of the Lucky Charms are sticking to the icing, you can always just take some in your hand and place it on top of the cookie, like I am doing here. These are not as fluffy as donuts, but they are not as hard as cookies. That's why they are called donut cookies. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I really hope you enjoyed these 5 do-it-yourself, cheap and easy St. Patrick's Day treats. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite one was. I love you guys so much, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys!